Yeah, we have no timetable on deciding the quarterback. I was actually just thinking about this. I think this is the fourth year going into the year that we've had a quarterback competition, and so we're familiar with it. Hopefully, with that experience comes a little bit more wisdom. But absolutely, when the quarterback's ready, he'll show himself to the team. I think we'll all know who it is, and when that is, we'll tell you. I don't plan on having waiting to announce because of a perceived advantage. Neither one of them have played that much football, so there's not going to be anybody to scout. I mean, it's not going to help UCA one way or the other. And if it's undecided, then we'll let them go into the games and play as long as we need to.
Eli, I'm sure you're going to get 1.5 million questions about the quarterback.
That's okay.
I'll ask the second one. Beyond completed passes at practice, what are things you and your staff will look for that will identify the starting quarterback?
Yeah, for us, it's about being a consistent decision maker. We have 5 requirements to play the position: toughness, preparation, decision making, accuracy, and leadership. And we'll evaluate all 5 of those each day. But then at the end of the day, it's consistent decision making. And I actually just met with the quarterbacks and kind of outlined it for them, how we were going to go about this. The reps, we're going to divide it up and encourage them all to run their own race. You can't get caught up if this guy's doing something good and you've had a bad day. And I told them straight up, 1 bad day is not going to decide the competition, but 2 might. There's going to have to be a consistency of your approach, and if you've had 2 bad days, then that may put you in a position where you're behind the 8 ball. So you're going to have to be able to go in there, and if you've had a bad practice, you're going to shake it off the next day and bounce back. If you've had a bad set, you got to shake it off and bounce back. I mean, that's what quarterback is. That's how you play the game, and again, without these guys having as much experience on tape, we're going to have to throw them in a lot of different scenarios and situations and see who comes out on top. I do not mind saying this. I hope it doesn't offend Ryan Finley and Brett Rippon, but this is the most talented quarterback room I've ever been in. And I'm really, really excited about the competition. But I'm also, somebody said, what am I the most, what's keeping me up at night is I'm going to have to tell somebody they're not the starting quarterback. And that's going to be the hardest thing I do all season, because these guys have all worked really, really hard to earn the opportunity, and only one of them's going to get it.